5 seconds. Start. Mr. Vice Chairman Sir, the Ministry of Energy was created in November 1974 in the wake of the energy crisis which shook the whole world. It was not a crisis which faced this country alone. All the countries of the world were affected by it. It is an irony of history that many of the countries which are today known as developed countries developed their economies not only by exploiting today's developing countries, many of them in the colonial era, but also by exploiting cheap energy. And today, when the developing countries are trying to give a better life to their people, there has been a sudden explosion in the energy sector which has made their task much more difficult. Sir, unfortunately, this is not a passing crisis. It is a crisis which will stay with us and we shall have to learn to live with it. We cannot insulate ourselves from it and therefore this particular subject today has assumed enormous importance for this country and others. And I am afraid I don't find the sense of urgency that would be required if this problem is to be tackled in this country. Sir, long term thinking is necessary. We have faced different critical situations in the past. At one large, we were short of food. That became a constraint to our development. At another stage, we were short of foreign exchange and foreign exchange became a constraint to our development. But now, unless one thinks ahead and takes action in time, I am afraid the energy sector will be a very major constraint to our development and therefore, sir, it is absolutely necessary that the danger ahead should be properly understood. Oil availability has been deliberately restrained by some oil producing countries. Now, some experts believe that in the decade between 2000 and 2010, oil production may reach the peak and start declining, and that means the availability will start going down. A committee of the government went into this question and they came out with a few very important figures. The present consumption of oil is at the level of 30 million tons. By the year 2010, the consumption of oil is expected to go up to something like 90 million tons per year, and it is expected that this country will be able to sustain a production level of production 24 million tons, that is a gap of 66 million tons. So the question is, by the end of the decade, how do we get this soil? Even today, we are finding it difficult to import oil. Last year, we provided rupees 8,000 crores in the budget, but ultimately we ended up by spending rupees 10,000 crores on oil imports, which is well over one half of our export earnings. Therefore, the problem, if you look ahead in terms of foreign exchange itself, it is a very serious problem. But that is not all. It is a question of availability also. Oil will simply not be available to us at a time when there will be pulls and pressures from all the countries of the world towards the end of the decade. And if we want to do something about that situation, the beginning will have to be made now. Sir, that is why I said when I looked at the proposals of the ministry that it does not seem to be alive to the seriousness of the situation. It does not seem to be alive to the dangers that lie ahead. Fortunately, we have plenty of resources to develop in the energy sector in this country. We have scope for conservation, and this conservation should include areas like the bullock cart, the chula in the house, which affect millions of people in the country, where a little increase in efficiency will be meaningful in energy problems. But having said this, I must also say that we are consuming so little per capita energy that in the years to come, if we want to develop, we must have moral energy. It is as simple as that, and therefore, sir, we have to develop our coal deposits. Previously, the deposits were estimated at about 80,000 million tons. The latest estimate is 1 lakh million tons. That is an improvement. It takes into account deeper deposits and so on and so forth. I won't go into the details. Prime cooking coal is one of our limitations, but I will not go into that aspect today. Treating the subject very broadly, I think coal will have to bear a very heavy share of responsibility for supplying the future energy needs of this country. Luckily, we have hydroelectric resources also. We are tapping on the whole 10% of hydroelectric resources available in the country. So there is large scope for the development of hydroelectric generation. We shall have to plan for switching over from non-renewable to renewable sources of energy in due course of time. And for this also we will have to do a lot of research, and ultimately we will have to sustain a total attack on the problem, whether it is conventional or renewable source of energy, commercial ones like the hydroelectric, or we have agricultural and animal waste, and I hope we add human waste too and generate energy from them.